Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the Hernandez versus Lugo preview and prediction video. As Rocky Hernandez, the now former world title challenger, battles contender Daniel Lugo at 130 pounds super featherweight in the main event of May 11th DAZN card. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So, the next video that I'm going for, following this one, just so you guys can pay attention, I believe it's going to be the Shakur Stevenson and Hernandez, I think his name is, and the Conceicao challenging Foster on the undercard video. I believe that's what's next, but got to make sure. So stay tuned in for that. Now back to this fight right here between these two contenders at 130. I really like this matchup. I do. You know, I've seen it a couple times, and I apologize I didn't do a is-on video about it. It just completely slipped my mind to add it to my notes. But, you know, it's a good matchup because you got Rocky Hernandez coming in, the, former world title challenger now, following his best performance, where he went in against O'Shaquie Foster and should have become the new champion. Well, I said should have. He didn't get robbed or anything like that. He got stopped in the 12th round. Foster had to rally. Hernandez was up on the cards. He was not projected to win the fight at all, and he was able to pull it off, surprisingly. So this was a great performance. He came up just short. He was within probably half a round, maybe even less, of becoming the new WBC champion at 130, and he came up just short. Well, now he's got to rebound and bounce back, and he's taking on Daniel Lugo, who gave Mauricio Lara, the former world champion, everything he could handle in his last fight. So both of these guys are coming off performances. Lugo, his fight with Lara ended in a draw. And, both these guys are coming off of great performances where they did not pull off the victory, but they are, they still gave a great account of themselves and proved to the boxing world what they are made of. And again, for me, that really is impressive on both their ends, because I really believe that that this is going to be a great scrap right here. There's only a 1 inch height difference between the two. You got Rocky Hernandez, who's, I think he's 31 and 2 or 3. Oh no, he's 34 and 2 with 31 knockouts, taking on Daniel Lugo, who's only has 2 losses in his career. I think he's 27 and 2 with a draw. Doesn't have as many knockouts, but is hungry. He's a hungry contender. He wants to be in that world title mix following his last performance against the former champ Mauricio Lara. And Lara was just 1 year removed from winning the world title and then losing it back to Lee Wood when he failed to make weight. He lost it on the scales, but a lot of people thought Lara was going to come in there and just blow Lugo away, and that's not what happened. And so now these two guys are on a collision course here, crossroads fight, and who's going to come out on top right here. It's a good matchup. I'm really looking forward to it. The undercard, not really much to speak of. I think there's a women's title fight and a co-feature, but really no big names, anything like that. But this is a good, solid main event. I'll probably be checking it out as long as it doesn't interfere with the ESPN main event between Lomachenko and Kambosos. But it's definitely a good matchup right here. I'm looking forward to seeing who can pull this one out. But my prediction, I got to go with the guy that has a little bit more power and a little bit more seasoning. Even though both guys really don't have a lot on their resume, I believe Rocky's been in there, and the guys he's lost to kind of stand out more, so that gives him a little bit more cred and seasoning, and I think Rocky's going to pull this one out. I think he stops Daniel Lugo in the later rounds and bounces back nicely, but Lugo's hungry. I think he's a live underdog heading in against Hernandez, and I think it could go his way as well. So we'll see what happens this Saturday, May 11th on DAZN. You got Hernandez versus Lugo. This is the preview and prediction video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.